Welcome back, Officers Republics. Your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief, APGAINS. If you're enjoying this fine evening, let me get a chalky milk cheer. We're live, and discovered an interesting mechanic. Now, I just realized right before I recorded this video that I don't know if there's a maximum number of datacrons that you can use. But I might just spam out level 3 datacrons and make every single one of my light side teams 25% faster. Someone in chat, please. I don't want this to be real. Someone crush my dream or my nightmare. There's a limit to how many datacrons that you can use per GAC, right? Like, there has to be. I don't know why I don't know this. Oh, they're on a 30-second delay. They have no idea I just said that. We're gonna have to wait. Like, I really hope, I don't know how I don't know this, but I really hope that there is a limit to how many datacrons you can use. Because imagine you're going up, let's say you're even, right? Let's say you're 5 million, your opponent's 5 million, right? But your opponent spends money, you have a better account. Like, you have a better account, you're a better player, your mods are better, but your opponent spends more money. What if every single light side team in his entire account, both on offense and defense, is 25% faster? Don't think so? Limitless? Holy shit. Unlimited power. This is quietly the most pay-to-win mechanic in the entire game. No cap Greedo? Well, yeah, one per team. This is just free speed! Holy shit! You can have 25% TM to start. We did some math, right? Like, we were talking, okay, so this might be a different video offline, right? But we were talking about how, let's say you have 25% speed, there's damage immunity for 2 turns, and your CLS assists every time someone uses an ability, right? And you place all R7 on defense, what would you use? Like, and we were just doing some math. We were like, okay, people like, use Darth Revan, Darth Revan's fast. This is how quickly it gets out of hand. Let's say your CLS is 280 speed, right? 25% faster, so he starts with 70 turn meter, basically he's at 70 speed, right? So we add that to 280, so now your 280 CLS is 350, but not only that, your 270 Han Solo or Chewbacca or whatever is also just as fast. This gets out of hand real quick. It's free preload. That's what I'm saying. Like I brought up, like, what if, like, for mirror matches for JMK, like, now you're just way faster, or what if you want to prevent cat snipe with bounty hunters, now you're way faster. This is broken. Speed, okay, speed kills, right? That's a saying from American sports, speed kills. In Galaxy of Heroes, turn meter is king, or speed is king, right? This is free 25% turn meter to start the battle, and there's no limit! Like, okay, let's do an example. I pounded booty nodes, like, I just deleted, like, 20 of my set 1. Imagine someone's out here spending money, like, they drop a cash pack, right? Or they're on the crystals in the Datacron store. Imagine they have, even if they have 5 of these, imagine going against 5 light side, like, you're going against someone in GAC, like, I'm 5 million, basically. What if, like, my Qui-Gon Jinn team, I mean, obviously I can't because Cadwini's not relic, but, like, let's say they are. What if this team is 25% faster on top of the speed, What if my gas is 25% faster? What if my Padme, like, not this Padme, but, like, a Padme cat team is preloaded 25%? What if, you know, like, my Jedi Knight, like, obviously Jedi Knight Luke is going to have his own Omicron. CLS 25% faster. Imagine, this might be the only way that murder bears with the Chief Chirpa Omicron are relevant, right? Because in order for Chief Chirpa Omicron to be good, you need to be insanely fast. He's 25% faster now! Like, imagine, you know, your fucking Jedi Training Array, your random Rebels, your JML team, your Mon Mothma, like, any light side team that you could possibly have is 25% faster. And it's only a level 3 Datacron. I was looking at some. I do fucking roster reviews every day. I was looking at a whale account like 7 million, not even 8 million, 9, 10, 11 million GP, like a mid-level endgame account. But he spends a little bit of money. This man had like 7 level 3 Datacrons. Imagine 7 light side teams being 25% faster. Oh my god, dude. What's going on? Capital Games, did we think about this? Did we at all think about how this is like sneakily, right? This is like okay. You know when you go to the gym, right? You're playing some basketball or you're watching sports, right? And there's a white guy, right? And like, they always describe him as like, he's a high IQ, high motor function. Like he's a smart guy because, we're not the great. We can't jump very high. My vertical is like 4 inches, right? And then you see like one random white guy who's a freak. No one knows why. And they're like, oh, he's sneaky fast. He's sneaky jumpy. He's sneaky twitchy. He's sneaky athletic. This is sneaky pay to win. They're just sneaky. There's a bunch of other mechanics in the game that like some are pay to win and some are not. They're like, whoop. Let me just slide this right in here. Just sneak in this little pay to win mechanic. Oh, you can't buy mods. That's the one thing, right? That was the one thing, right? There's all these guys that are like mods, right? There's no substitute in these guys' minds for good mods. There's no substitute. You gotta farm your mods. APGAINS, oh, you don't farm your mods. Well, it didn't really like lead to any extra losses that I couldn't have won. You know what I mean? Now you can just buy speed. You can just buy speed. 280 CLS would be 373 since it's 25% turn meter, not speed. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. He wouldn't be 350. He'd be 373. I did the math wrong. Oh my god. Someone quickly do. Let's say what's like an average Kenobi speed? I don't like. Someone just for memes. Someone do this math because apparently I'm an idiot and I can't count. Like my Kenobi is not well modded. He's not very fast, right? But he's 550. Let's just even out 550. What would my Kenobi get with 25% speed, right? Like let's say I don't max out the JMK Omicron, right? I put on Ray. I don't have Ray, but let's say I did. I just want to know. See like 740 speed. Dude, Mon Mothma, that's what we're not talking about. Is like these teams that are like inconspicuous are gonna be so good. Like Mon Mothma teams are they're annoying, right? They fester, right? We just did a video talking about teams that fester. Like I don't have a good Mon Mothma team, but let's say that this was an optimal Mon Mothma team. It's obviously not. Let's say it's an optimal Mon Mothma team. It's got Kyle Katarn, it's got turn meter, it's got POW out the ass, and it's 25. Oh my god. Okay. My Kenobi with this Omicron would be 737 speed. 688? Okay, your guys' math is all over the place. I don't know who to trust. Doesn't JMK prevent turn meter gain? This isn't turn meter gain. This is just starting the battle with turn meter. Right? Like, I don't know how that mechanic works. But it doesn't say gain. It just says start. I don't know. We don't know how the mechanic works until someone does this. Right? But even if you can't use it with Kenobi, there's a million light side teams. You can literally pay for speed now. I am declaring this the official death of mods. For 3 months. Only for 3 months. Right? Because it's Datacrons. But for 3 months, mods are dead. They're dead. What about this Datacron plus Dasher and our Omicron? I'm saying, you can say anything you want. Any light side team. You know what this... Holy shit. It doesn't even need to be a light side team, right? It can just be the light side characters on a team that's R3. right? I did this on defense or in Territory Wars, right? I did this in Territory Wars. I used my TW Bounty Hunter team, which is all R3 plus, and I applied a Datacron. I applied my dark side Datacron, and it only worked on my dark side characters, not my light side characters. You can make your Grief Karga. All right, let's do some math, right? Let's do some math. Okay. I suck at this math, so I need some of you geniuses to pull out, dust off the TI 84s, plus, I stole this from someone, that's why it's expensive. Starting with 25% turn meter, right? How fast would this character be? Right? Let's say, like, my Grief Karga is, I think he's like, let's just round down and say he's 300 speed. Right? I don't think he's 306. Let's just say he's 300, right? He's 300 speed, right? As a base with the Zam Omicron. And let's say, and my Zam is not particularly well modded, neither is my Grief, but my Zam is, let's just say 340 to make the math easier. So my Zam is 340, right? So we multiply by 20% to get the additional speed that everyone will gain, including her, from the Omicron, or that she'll pass out, right? So 68 plus the 340 again, which is 408. Then we take 20% of that, 81. We can't round up or down. Decimals don't matter. So 81 speed, right? So now my Grief is 381 speed, right? My 381 speed Grief also starts with 25% turn meter. How fast is he? How the fuck are people gonna calculate this? I used to, okay, so this is where it gets tricky, right? Because I used to go into Grand Arena, and if I wanted to snipe, I would just have to, like, normally, this is the fucking progression of how complicated this game is, right? Normally, you just look at your team and their team, you say, okay, my guy's this speed, their guys are this speed, my guys are faster, this is how the turn meter's gonna go, I can plan out the moves, I know what the AI is gonna do, we know this is gonna work. There's some RNG, but we basically know how this is gonna work. Then they add an Omicron, and they're like, oh, now I have to calculate what my new effective speed is in Grand Arena, right? And now we're adding this. So now I have to go my speed, my new effective speed, plus I have 25% turn meter. And that's not just a simple calculation. I can't just do 25% of my speed, right? Like, I have to do 25% of my turn meter, and then do the speed. And it's like 508. Someone said 376. Someone said 390. Someone said 508. Now you got to raise Aura to R3. Yeah, now I have to Relic 3 Aura so that my Grief... And Mando's giving 25% speed on a fucking or 25% or whatever, some amount of turn meter on a crit. He's doing gain half the amount of bonus turn meter. All right, so he's giving 15% turn meter on a crit, and he's assisting twice because Bosk is also fast. So now my Bosk is faster because my fucking Mando is going before my Bosk. So my Grief goes at Galactic Legend level speed. Mando will crit, because Mando always crits. Now, instead of my Bosk being 400 speed, my Bosk is now 500 speed. So now I could cat snipe easier. Oh, but wait, their JMK is stunning everyone and is also 25% faster. So now I don't have to do calculations about this and how he's, oh, so now I'm effectively 500 speed Grief, and I can get TM out, and I can, with Aura Singlet, I can do this, and I can snipe Cat, and I can come back in with gas. Now I have to add on the fact that their Kenobi is now 700 speed, if he has that Omicron. And even if he doesn't, I have to fucking remember what this Datacron does. Right? Now I have to go back into my brain and be like, oh, he has 1, 6, 5, 8, 9, 30% health, an extra 79% tenacity, 36, so I can't land anything. He's going to do a little bit more damage, and, you know, he recovers and stacks offense, and every time I damage him, I get riposte, or every time he does ability, I get stunned, and on top of that, he ignores protection. But then this is a month later, so now I'm doing this and this calculation. And then the next battle, I have to do the third set. And then this is like Sith Eternal Emperor starts the battle, and he fucking Louis C.K.'s on the other team, and they sue him, and there's a big legal proceeding, and then he gets canned. And then it's just like, oh my god, I don't even know how long. I can't even imagine how long Grand Arenas are going to take now. Literally yesterday, less than 12 hours ago, I was like, this is a massive free-to-play update for Datacrons. They are no longer very pay-to-play. We're getting bonuses for free-to-play. And now I'm like, speed and mods no longer matter. Money is king. Oh my god. We'll have 1,000 speed characters. There's gonna, okay, so you know how there's like niche markets? So like this is what I love about Galaxy of Heroes. Galaxy of Heroes is like the fucking stock market. Like you can't make money playing Galaxy of Heroes, but you can make a killing around it, right? Capital Games monetizes the fuck out of the game. Obviously it's their game, they make billions, right? SWGOH Events does advertising and does all this stuff. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, right? Or maybe they don't make that much, but like fucking Pimpo does mods, and it's like $200 to remod your account, and he does that a bunch. He's making $100,000 a year. And Hot Utils is, you know, $10 a month and thousands of it, so they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, right? I fucking review rosters for you know, $25 a day, which adds up to, I don't know, however many hundreds of dollars a year, or well, I don't know what that adds up to, but right, like, there is now gonna be people where you're gonna have to pay for an algorithm just to tell you how fast your characters are, right? You're gonna have to buy third-party software so that you can know what's gonna happen in a battle. That's how complicated it is. You're gonna have to go to some website, subscribe, $10 a month, just so that you can like sit there with an Excel spreadsheet. You're gonna need a third or fourth monitor so you can put up your Excel spreadsheet from, you know, SWGOH Analytics plus Pornhub.com. You have your spreadsheet right here, and you're like, all right, so my grief is 303 and my Zam is 347, but she has the Omicron. Boss contract hasn't crit, so there's not an extra 50 speed, but I am running Aura. I have to include 15% TM game from every Mando crit. He's got 110% crit chance, but occasionally we do fail crits because of higher levels of tenacity, so you have to put this at an 87% chance that that'll land on the first stun. And then I have this Omicron, but I also have to include, you know, chances of debuffs landing to get stuns, which prevent other teams from doing turn meter, and then just, so you spend 15 minutes, right? The battle is 5 minutes long and usually takes about 2 minutes. You spend 15 minutes plugging in information just for it to tell you what's going to happen. And you're like, all right, so this is going to happen, this. All right, so, damn. The math doesn't add up. All right, well, I can't fight this team, so, all right, let me check the other team. All right, so they have this speed, and then you have to put this. Oh, my God. One day I'm going to sit down with a full suit and tie on and be like, my name is Professor Biggs. I have a PhD in SWGOH turn meter economics. I spent the last 12 years trying to decipher what the fuck. How fast this grief is. The variables of the Mando crit have been a mystery that have long eluded Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes players, but unfortunately, because JMK prevents Iden TM preload, JMK does not apply this, so thence his 550 does not actually mean 737, but rather the initial 550 through the initially thought. So if we pump up this much speed onto Zam to give to Grief, plus the Omicron, plus our chances of stunning early to open up against someone else to prevent their turn meter, we can efficiently say that there is a 37% chance that this counter will work. Arnold GACs take 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. It's gonna be a 12-hour on, like, he's gonna have to start his live streams earlier. This man is gonna have to wake up at 6 in the morning just to fucking play Grand Arena. This is why there are top 10 players who are not playing Grand Arena anymore. There are literally top 10 in the world Galaxy of Heroes players who have quit GAC. In 30 years, there's gonna be some like Albert Einstein 2.0, and they're gonna be like, oh man, he was just such a bright young man, like, was it nature or was it nurture? And then he's gonna be sitting down in his 90s doing it. You're like, oh, so Farfred Frugal, how did you become so good at complex mathematics? You discovered, you proved string theory finally and found the center of the universe and the originating point of the black hole. How could you possibly have been so intellectual to have done all this math? And he's just like, oh, when I was 14, Capital Games added datacrons, so I've been doing complicated math. I've been doing complicated abstract math since early adolescence. Oh, it all makes sense. Oh, Capital Games gets the Nobel Prize in mathematics. Now they quit GAC because they don't need the gems. No, they actually quit GAC because of matchmaking. They play the same, like, 6 people every single time, so they get bored. That's actually why they quit GAC. It's not because of math. I was just going on a tangent. Ugh. Whenever Ewok Elder takes his first turn, he orders 12 kebabs per resistance enemy. For every kebab he orders, all new gun rate. Ally new gun rate gains 8 stacks of profit and 4% speed, no cap. Mr. Teacher, my dog ate my computer. I don't know what BAM does anymore. Oh, this is gonna be a little abstract, but if you guys watch the Mad Awesome show with Calvin Awesome and Tilo Mad, they play a game like Guess That Kit or whatever, where they say like some abstract ability that some character does, and you gotta guess it, and they're always like, you know, obscure abilities that no one ever knows, or people like use, but like they don't know. Like they're just gonna have to switch the game to name that datacron, or guess who goes first. Imagine they're taking like the fucking SAT in 10 years and like, Grief Karga has 303 speed with a 347 Zam Wessel. The opponent is a gas with a 25% TM Omicron boost with an extra 47% turn meter and 39% crit damage with 300% health steal. Rex is 490 speed, and the Bounty Hunter team has applied a Datacron, which can give them anywhere from 0 to 30% TM to start the battle with. Mathematically speaking, who is more likely over the course of 1,000 simulations to take the turn first? Go. And the kids are just gonna be like, hashtag buff Evecop. All right, that was this is gonna be a YouTube video. This is a long video. Subscribe for Datacrons, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. When did how long is this video? I started this at 32 minutes, now 54 minutes. That's a long video. Bye.